So what's a guy to do? The one companion that's always going to be with you is yourself. We have to get ourselves to the point where we don't necessarily need a companion. And the reason why we cannot face the concept of not having any companion is because we're not comfortable with ourselves as a companion. Making yourself a companion that you're comfortable with. Now, you got to face the reality of who you are. You got to face the reality of what you are. All right? And nobody's going to tell you that like you yourself will tell you that. You got to make yourself. And then the next thing I would want from a companion is I would want someone who is encouraging, who sees the possibility in the future, who gently pushes me and encourages me to get out of the rut, to get out of the hole, to get out of the sheepfold, to get out of the swamp that I'm in, and to move on and do better. You want someone who's going to encourage you. Well, if you don't have somebody who's going to do that, become that somebody. You're a man. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change. Okay? You be that warrior in that garden. All right? And you stand strong. You be a strong man. You be a good man. And you just let the world rage around you. Knowledge and experience and wisdom takes time. Wisdom comes from experience, and experience takes time. The more experience you have, the more you learn from that experience, the wiser you can get. If you haven't lived long enough to have a broad enough portfolio of experience, then you can't expect to have knowledge and wisdom. A pine tree grows and matures very fast. An oak tree grows and matures very, very slow. But which one lasts longer? And which one is stronger? Which one shelters more critters and more birds? Which one, when it's done and over and it's cut down, which one is more valuable for the lumber? And there will come a time you keep going and you keep learning and you keep growing. That one day you'll look down and the card you needed was there and it's been there all along. A blade does not become strong. It does not become tempered until it's been through the fire. Until it's been through the fire. Be your age and just embrace the process. And don't look for what you are supposed to be fully, completely polished, sharpened, edged, tempered at 26 or 36, at 46. You've got a lot more forge time left. You've got a lot more hammer blows left, and it takes time. But if you will patiently embrace the process, then by the time you get up in years, you can be a man that you're proud of. Embrace the journey and the process of life. You only get stronger hiking by going uphill. So you've messed up. Now what? Now I don't know what your mess up is. You might have cheated on somebody. You might have messed up at work. You might have drove home drunk and got in a wreck, or at least got stopped and got a ticket. You might have done something very bad and very human and now it's eating you up. It's eating you up, and it's about to destroy you. If you've messed up, the very first step, the very first thing that you've got to do is you've got to stop. Whatever it is you did, don't do it no more. Your decision is your decision. No excuse. There is no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse for getting behind the wheel of a car if you've had a drink. None. There's Ubers, there's taxis, there's friends, there's 2 dang feet. There is no excuse. There's no excuse for cheating on a significant other. None. Well, they're cold and they're distant, so? Well, they cheated on me, so? They did something that to you is despicable, so you're going to turn around and use that excuse to do it back. Congratulations. You just descended to the level of that what you hate. There's no excuse. Own it. As long as you say, well, yeah, I did it, but I did it because of this. Man up. Confess it and apologize for it. Make it right. You say, well, that's going to be awfully costly. Yeah. But listen to me. If you don't make it right, the cost that you're going to pay is going to be much, much worse, to the degradation of your soul and the complete wiping out of your manhood and your self-respect, your dignity. All right? Confess it, apologize for it, and make it right, whatever it takes. All right? You're going to fall. You're a human, okay? But you've got to forgive yourself. All right? The past is the past. You've got to leave the past in the past. And until you can walk away from the past, you cannot have a future. You cannot live in the past and the future at the same time. Now, you've got to bury the past. The past has to die and it has to be buried. But once it's dead and buried, you have to move on. And there's nothing in this life that will destroy you faster than you being unable to forgive yourself for your wrongdoings. We can trace most of our hard times, most of our bad positions. I mean, it just makes sense. It's so basic, it almost seems silly to mention it, but we can trace it back to a bad decision. I made the decision to do this. I made the decision to listen to this person. I made the decision to go down this road. I made this decision. Now I'm facing the results of that decision. And if I had been a little bit better at decision making, I might have been in a little bit better position in life. Not everything. There are things in life we don't have choice on. But most of the things come down to decision making. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's what the whole world will tell you. Everybody around you will tell you, follow your heart. First thing I'm going to tell you is, don't follow your heart. It's our emotions. And when people say follow your heart, a lot of times what they're saying is follow your emotions. Your heart is the core of who you are. It is the reality of who you are. That's your heart. It's what you're made up of. And it is what it is. Emotions are reaction to an outside action. All right? Somebody gives you a new iPhone. Your emotion is you're happy. You drop that iPhone and break it, you're sad. Then the person who gave you the iPhone says, well, I had insurance. You're happy again. You have that iPhone for about 6 months and a new iPhone comes out, you're dissatisfied. Your happiness, your emotions rise and fall on circumstances around you. So when you say, I'm going to follow my heart, what you're doing is you're going through life completely blindly reactionary to outside influences. And that's no way to live. Being good is proactive. It's doing something. And you don't have to go and volunteer in India at an orphanage, or haul bags of rice to Africa. Second, be a dangerous man. Now, being dangerous is not being a threat. They're two different things. All right? And it's not about going out and lifting weights and getting a bunch of tattoos and wearing leather jackets and walking around with your chest and shoulders up, hulking around saying, I'm dangerous. That's very rarely is that a dangerous man. Often the most dangerous man in the room is the quietest man in the room. When we were in Wyoming, listen, you cannot, if we tie this into the earlier point, be a good man, you can't be a good man, a fully good man, if you're not a dangerous man. Look, I'm not a sheep. I'm taking care of those that, it's a willingness and a mindset. And then you work on the physical side of it. All right, start losing some weight, start going to the gym, start learning some things. And fellas, if you are not willing and able to some degree to protect the family that you have started, you don't have a right to have a family. That's my opinion. That's Dewayneism, okay? You don't have a right to have that family. So study. These are things I'm just giving you to start, and you research, okay? Be dangerous. Third, be educated. Listen, you want to know how to be a man among men? You start following and reading and listening to guys like Jocko Willink, Jordan Peterson, these guys, and start learning. Just, the brain is a muscle, and like any muscle, the more you work it, the stronger it becomes. Be calm. All right? Be calm. Well, Dewayne, how do I be calm? Get rid of the things that don't let you be calm. All right? If you come in and you watch the news every night and it just agitates you, turn the dang news off. They're lying to you anyhow. It's inevitable. Nothing you can do about it. Turn it off. You got people in your life that are just people of constant conflict, people of melodrama, just people that are always stirring the pot. They're not happy unless the pot is stirred. Just walk away. You need to be calm. And then when the inevitable conflict comes up, and it will because this is life, go into it calm. Go into your conflict calm. Because if you're calm, you're thinking, you're logical, you're level-headed. When you get mad, all logic and reason goes out the window, okay? So be calm. And lastly, be wise. Now, wisdom, it's a lifetime of study, wisdom is. And wisdom's not what you know. Wisdom is knowing how to apply what you know. You know, this country and the people around you need good men. Good, effective men. We have enough neutrals. We have enough people running around out there that, let's be completely honest. Let's be completely honest. If you were to leave this world tomorrow, would you leave a hole? If you were to leave this world tomorrow, would you leave a hole? Become the man that leaves a big hole when you leave this world. All right? Hope it helps. And I'm going to stop right there, and we'll catch you guys next time.